The lockdown period started off very cold in Scotland. I spent a lot of the time just exploring Lochaber and doing long walks with my daughter.
Not very elegant. Still not very elegant.
Hard winter climbing didn't really fit within the lockdown rules in Scotland, so I focused on some boulder projects which were very close to home in Glen. I returned to this horizontal roof which I had cleaned several years ago, and it seemed a little bit too hard at the time. But I thought it seemed a good time to go and try it again. Once I actually started to try it again, I broke a hold in the roof which made the climb much easier and much more amenable to do quite quickly. The crux centred around that last move to get to the lip, and a small change in how you placed your left foot on the toe hook on the lip made all the difference and just made that crux move really quite easy. Even though it was very late in the evening and it was quite a few degrees below zero, and I'd been climbing for several hours, I knew that I would probably do it next try. I was quite tired, and so it was a little bit of a struggle, but it went all the same. I moved straight on to another Glen roof which I had cleaned and tried a few years ago, but had never got round to going back onto. This one I knew would be rather harder. I had previously linked it in small sections, but I was aware that the whole problem was actually quite long at around 20 moves, and linking the whole thing together could be really quite hard. Fuck it. It's middle of February and I'm in Glen just now. The last couple of winters I've spent a lot of time bouldering up near Inverness, and right now I'm really remembering why I did that. Since Christmas time and the new lockdown started, I've been back to bouldering in Lochaber, and I've realised why I don't always do that in the midwinter period, because it's just been so wet. It's actually just gone off just now, but the rain has been absolutely lashing down out there. This is the third day in a row that I've come back to this same car park spot with the hope of going up there, but no luck. Quite often I settle into a routine of waiting on the good days and planning around that, so I can do like either day on day off out climbing on my boulder projects, or if the weather is not so good, I can have dry day on the boulder project, followed by rest day, followed by a couple of training days, rest day, project, and that works quite well, so you're mixing up training and actually working on your boulder projects. But when the weather quality, if you like, drops below a certain threshold and there's just not enough dry days, or like just now where it's showery and unpredictable, then it all kind of falls apart and it gets really difficult. So in the past week I've actually ended up missing a lot of training days where I've been like, I'll wait. I'll rest up today. Rather than train, I'll rest, and tomorrow there's a gap in the showers, I'll go out climb. And when I go out climbing, it's just wet and I can't climb. So in the past week I've changed tactics, and I'm just doing a little bit of training every day because the probability of actually getting climbing is rather low. And it looks like that's what's going to happen today again. So I'm going to sit and do a little bit of preparation for some more YouTube videos on this channel, which will just be reading papers, reading research. And I'll do that for a couple of hours, and if it gets dark and it's not stopped training yet, then I might go home and just go on my board. And if this shower goes off, then I might walk in and see which holes are dry. Always worth trying though, and always nice to come out to Glen. I always do enjoy coming out, even if I get rained off, because it's just so nice here. Well, the rain's gone off now for at least a while. We do have a while before it comes on again. So I think I'm going to give it a go, walk up the hill and see if I can find any dry holes to climb. Oh, well, I made it up to the cave. I just got wet in the last few minutes. It started pouring down with sleet and hail again. But the cave is dry. Yeah, all the holes feel dry. So I should be able to do something, which is great. Even the head wall is kind of sort of dry. It's totally chucking down now with sleet and wet snow. Got one mat with a waterproof bottom, so I've turned it upside down. Hopefully it won't get too wet. It's this hold here. Keep dry firing off it. So you get it from as an undercut, you get it from an undercut. It's really hard to take it with your fingers really wrapped round. But I am just warming up, so I'll be alright in a minute. I might actually wet my hands. Just dunk them in the stream slightly, because they're just a little bit dry. Almost. Good link, that was my project for the night. Back up at the roof project this morning. It's about 10:30. It's forecast to start absolutely pouring again in about an hour and a half. So I've come up for what for me is an early morning session. I don't normally boulder in the morning, but I have to take the chances I can get at the moment. I could have come up earlier than this, but I think it still would have been wet. But the head wall is dry, so I have a wee project for the morning to see if I can do the second half of the project and just do the crux to the top. That would be really nice. It just feels so strange. It's plus 8 degrees and it just feels like so warm. It's amazing after the really cold spell that we've had. Good. Yeah, one more move and that's it in 2 halves. So it's not, still got a fair bit to go. But that was worth it, even if it starts raining in 10-20 minutes and that's all I get done today. Still worth coming up. The cycle is definitely on for this project now. Definitely. Yes. Excellent. First try for that link. First try. That's what we want. Wow. Well, that kind of came a bit quicker than I was expecting. Oh. Gonna have to start trying from the start now. Right, here we go. Red points. Now? Yeah. Good link. Okay. Good link, but that's game over now. Come back on Monday. Ooh, I'm psyched. The first time I managed to get past that sloper move, I got 10 moves further and got right to the last move, but sure enough, the power out kicked in somewhere and it was just short of the end. After a rest day, I was back again and had another handful of really good attempts getting to the last move. But on the last go of the day, I just managed to climb the sequence a little bit more efficiently and a tiny bit quicker, and just had a little bit strength left on that last move. So once again I have run out of Glen roofs and I'm going to go and find some more.